I don't like his victims because they go on to make their own podcasts and share their own horrible, terrible takes on their own generation.
This generation mentally, they're quite weak. The amount of like...
They just copy him. Oh no. They just copy him. So, enough of the shower talk. I want to learn something about Gen Z pick-me's, okay? Let's learn something.
Okay, so before I get started,
Is it
I
loud
want to
enough?
acknowledge the fact that all of these generational labels are dumb and fake. They are
Okay.
arbitrary groupings designed by corporations to
He is not wrong, by the way. Need a bit more. Okay. I have long hair too. I understand. Thank you, Zaku.
stratify us
Better?
into consumer demographics to sell us more stuff. It's
He is not wrong. Absolutely not.
like a sports team. It's a purely social construct. And also like
Yeah.
a sports team.
Thank you. Oh. Oh.
I will murk anybody who talks smack about my team. Welcome back to the light side of the internet. It seems like no matter what group you happen to be in, there's always going to be a pick-me in our midst. It happened with pick-me girls. It happened with pick-me boys. It even
I mean, we talked about the concept of pick me, right? Where I think it's kind of unfair if someone is just honest and then they still got called pick me, right? Got to retreat now for work. Good night, Celador. Sleep well, sweet dreams. You can do it. You know you're living the best life and you have Lina as background noise while showering. Enjoy your shower. Stop typing. Oh, God.
happened to pick me because
Tiny bit loud.
I never got picked for anyone's dodgeball team. I won't lie.
Aww.
It does feel nice to get picked sometimes. But there are some creators and grifters out there who have made it a core piece of their personality to go, I don't follow Gen Z stereotypes. Even though I might just be as attention starved as the rest of them, I'm seeking attention by trying to appease the very same people who made those stereotypes. Wow, you're so much better than I wish my child was like you. You're one of the good ones. It's just not a good look. And quite frankly, I don't think anyone cares what their point of view is on their own generation.
Probably.
Except me. I care.
Really?
I care a lot.
Here's everything I hate about
Oh,
the
boy.
Gen Z generation. Everyone in Gen Z seems to think that there's this magical shortcut that can help them escape the 9-to-5. The truth is, it's there. It's just only there for like 0.01% of people. And I'm willing to bet that there's a very large percentage of Gen Z that will spend their entire life chasing that, rather than go get a real job. And that really bothers me, because the $75,000 that I paid in taxes last year, it's gonna need to go to them on the street soon.
I have
Okay, you're born in the wrong generation meme. I wish I was alive when Beatles. Oh, I'm not sure if I understood that TikTok. I have to be honest. I'm not sure if I understood what his point is. Like, just let people do what people want to do.
a dream. I have a dream too. Me too. Me three. Yeah, pick I have a dream. Nobody cares about your dream. This is my dream.
In my dream.
Go get a job or something. You know, of all the takes that I've heard bashing on Gen Z, I think stop following your dreams has to be the dumbest one out there. And the humble brag he added in at the end is like the moldy cherry on top of a 13-day-old unrefrigerated fruit cake.
People in Gen Z feel like they need to have a strong opinion on everything. If they ask you for your opinion and you say you don't know, you don't care, or it's a very mild opinion, they'll start hating on you, no matter what side they're on.
I don't think so. Job is this to me since I'm just... No, this is like overall, so we learn a little bit. But I just can't agree so far with that guy.
That's like your opinion, man.
Yeah.
One of your several hundred strong opinions. What are we doing here?
That a
dude?
lot of
Are we
opinions.
collecting iron? Is that what we're doing here? Are we going down into the mines and collecting iron? Because this
I think Ray is yearning for the mines. Moya, are you yearning for the mines too? Yeah, Monty is a baby.
This is just straight iron. Look,
The editing.
I get it. I mean, not really, but like when you really reinterpret it, I kind of get it. I do believe that people's opinions on subject matters have gotten stronger over time. And a lot of that has to do with social media and algorithmic radicalization. But that's not something unique to Gen Z. I mean, have you been on Facebook recently?
No.
Have you seen what your friends...
What the fuck? What the... Doesn't want you to see... I don't even know what the hell I'm looking at. That is AI generated? You definitely see it's AI generated, right? But I know the boomers believe what they see for 10 years. Good.
Moms are posting. But when it comes to Gen Z pick-me's, these are not the most problematic. He's just some random dude spewing his opinions online. Trust me.
Oh, will we see a very problematic one? I will be interested in that. AI generated, he saves a little girl from drowning. All of this shit is AI. Did you not see him as Superman? No, I didn't. When? Hello, nobody. Nobody, you have to be here tomorrow. We're gonna play dinosaur game. I deleted my account right after I left school. Good. Good. Facebook is like my emergency contact for family. Really? As Superman? No, I only know the Gaza promo video. I only know the Gaza promo video. That's all I know. Which also was on the official White House account and stuff. Which is absolutely crazy.
I can relate with that. The real problem is when certain characters weaponize their hatred of their own generation for their own gain.
It is genuinely disgusting to watch my generation be so entitled.
Okay. Man, I saw Trump as the Pope on his official Twitter account. It's so crazy. It's just crazy.
2024, baby. Check your phone.
Yeah.
This is Iman Gadzi, and if you don't know about him, he's a grifter who made millions off of his young and impressionable Gen Z audience.
Okay, so wait, we need to refresh my word. Yeah, I don't know, Metro. Apparently a bad person. Apparently a bad person. So far, since we're still very early in the video. So a grifter, let me just boot up my knowledge about that word because I don't use it that much. I know it's all over Twitter, but you know, I have problems keeping that knowledge together. A grifter is... Oh boy. I really struggle to put it up. A grifter is basically, if I would say... I can't even have an example. Can someone create an example with me involved so I understand it better? Because, like, what? See how little I know. See, I still need to study you way better. I'm really bad at this. A grifter is saying something they don't really mean, but they still say it because they want to be, let's say, praised by a certain amount of people. A person who engages in a petty or small scale swindling. You could say, I will send you personal envelopes and send AI ones. You say you hate dogs to cater to cat fans. Okay. Okay, I will try to keep it up. I will try to keep up this word so I understand what's going on in the video, because I don't know. This word is so overused.
Then after he ran away with his millions that he made off of his young, impressionable Gen Z audience.
Already shit-ass human, I'm sorry to say that. I'm not judging often, but I'm judging hard. No clue, I've stopped paying attention to all the new dumb internet slang.
He looked right into the faces of the previously mentioned young, impressionable
that could be
Gen
Louis.
Z audience.
That could
and
be very
said,
much
you
be.
guys are lazy, you guys are entitled, and you guys are disgusting. And the Gen Z kids ate it the f up. Great words. Diamond. I have all Iman Gadzi course. Oh, f.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, we're so cooked.
They want a Rolls Royce, but they won't even go for a run. They want a Ferrari, but they can't even sit and focus. And they want a private jet, but they won't even take the time to sit and pray.
Wait, what?
Take the time to
No.
sit, but they can't even sit and focus.
Wait.
And they want a private jet, but they
Okay, we will get a private jet if we can sit and pray. Everybody, brace yourselves. We're gonna sit and pray now, and then we get a private jet, which I actually don't want because it's a fucking pain in the ass to take care of and not good for the environment. Let's just sit and pray for a lot of flowers for the bees. How about that? Where's Keeper's private jet? Huh? True, he's praying every day. Imagine someone approaches you at the farmer's market claiming to be a traveling salesman with a limited time offer on an incredible new kitchen gadget. They will be charismatic and friendly, using persuasive to highlight the gadget's benefits and emphasize the urgency of the deal. They might pressure you into buying the gadget on the spot, perhaps even encouraging you to pay in cash. That is shit ass behavior, Zaku. Those are a lot of marketing techniques that I don't like. I know those are marketing techniques, but I hate all of them. Vater unser im Himmel, gib mir Porsche Automobilien.
Hello, hatchlings and Lina.
Thank you, Zaku. Hello, Raikin. The private jet is the smallest investment. The parking and the maintenance is what sucked the money out of the pocket. True. But still, it's still very bad for the environment. Let's just pray for flowers for the bees. Let's just do that.
won't even take the time to sit and pray.
They want a Rolls Royce, but they won't even go for a run. Why do you think I'm buying the Rolls Royce?
Yeah, because you don't want to run. You want to drive. Prey on thighs. But yeah, this video is making me remember of Andrew Tate, since he does almost the same. That is true. He also had those kind of claims, right? Isn't it also... I have a question. Isn't it also like those type of people, like that guy and Andrew Tate and stuff like that, right? Aren't also those people who are like saying that men have to buckle up, men don't cry, men don't need therapy, man has to be strong, man has to be alpha to get the bitches? Aren't those the people that say that? Yeah. Yeah, see where they are now. Toxic masculinity, they have really stupid takes like that. They do. The funny thing is, isn't it also, okay, this is a very wild take, okay? Probably. Please do not hate me. I'm just stumbling over words a little bit. Okay, listen. Isn't it also that the people, let's say we have 10 guys and those 10 guys listen to this type of influencers, right? Those alpha male influencers. 10 of those guys, maybe one will succeed with something and will be able to follow what those alpha male gurus are telling or preaching. But 9 of them do not come through, but they still consume the content and feel really, really bad about it. But since those type of alpha male influencers are also very, very bad talking females, those 9 guys, let's say they can't get into a relationship or all the girls are saying no to them. And then they blame the woman for that, even though the alpha males are preaching that they have to do what they have to do. But instead of realizing that it's stupid, those 9 people start to blame females, so it even gets worse. Is that a wild take, or is there some kind of truth for that? Because then the females didn't do anything. The guys think the females like what they got. The 9 guys think females want to have an alpha male, but all the females they approach don't want an alpha male. It's just not their preference, which is okay. But since they follow those alpha male gurus, and they got pushed and pushed and pushed in this kind of belief system. They're not blaming the gurus, they're blaming the females. No, that is true in a way, and it will be a snowball moment where they tell it to their friends and so on. I think you're mistaking alpha for ass. Probably. I mean, alpha male in this type of way. Depending on how you want to define it, basically. But yeah, when Tate was still popular and unbanned, young boys sucked up all his scrap like sponges, fast cars, pretty ladies, gym, you know. And then school teachers have to intervene to the program that crap of them. The women that like that are less than the men that do that, which means the men take out the anger on the woman. It's kind of messed up, isn't it? Same thing, all alphas you see are acting like assholes. That is true. You're not canceling my toxic masculinity coaches. I need to learn how to be a man or something. This is not how you are a man. Everything they preach is not how you are a man. Because I personally think there should not be a specific type of how to be a man. There should just be how to be a normal freaking human. It should not be specifically gendered in a way, because men are allowed to be empathic, or have emotions, or go to the gym if they want to, or read a book if they want to. Hell yeah, you can even read smart books if you like to. If you do not like porn and you want to watch, want to read smart books, do whatever you want. You don't hurt anybody. Not everything that's preaches gold. Very true. I don't think, and also like females don't have to be super feminine. They can like football. They can like rugby. Smart propaganda streamer. Just buy books. Of course, we had to use that example. Of course, I had. It's very easy. Like just be a normal human. Like you do not have to fit into specific types that society comes up with. We are 432. As Raymond said in the beginning.
Okay, so before I get started, I want to acknowledge the fact that all of these generational labels are dumb and fake.
Not even generational labels, but also like, what is a man? What is a woman? What is this? What is that? All those labels are
fake. They are arbitrary groupings designed by corporations to stratify us into consumer demographics.
Not even corporations, but also influencers to market you something, to sell you something, to profit off of you. So let's say if I would want to sell a course, how to be a man, and I specifically target, let's say, men between 21 and 25, I don't want to teach them how to be a man. I just want to get their money. This is all that's behind it. I mean, yeah, corporations do be tied to governments nowadays. Like, let's just say organizations, not corporations per se, but organizations, because then we are a little bit broader. Their dogma is influence on younger men because they think it's what some women want, the bad boy or whatever. Yeah, but that's not what people want, though. Having fantasies is not what you want. It's having fantasies. That is a difference.
Not a runner. I am a passenger princess. Look, if you unpeel the guru bullshit,
I'm also
he's
passenger
basically trying to
princess.
say that Gen Z doesn't want to work but wants everything. And for reasons that I went over in my last video, I don't agree with that. Every single...
Oh wait, we watched a Korea video, didn't we? To be fair though, having an idea of masculinity, family can be good, but most of the time both concepts overlap. Yeah. It is okay to have it, but it should not be, you have to be this or you are a failure. Because the influencers use this type of wording to make you think this is the ultimum. This is what I have to be. And if I'm not that, I'm a failure, and that is stupid. You're not a failure if you do not fit into a specific, very, very tiny description of a type of person. What's a passenger princess? If you are in a car and you are the passenger and you just enjoy your life, you're a passenger princess.
Generation at one point has been called lazy and entitled, despite the fact that every generation from baby boomers onwards have faced increasingly difficult economic conditions. Whereas before, someone could work.
By the way, I watched a video about that too. It was very interesting. I will probably react on it about the like the different time periods. It was very, very well presented, and I want to like put it on YouTube too. I already know I'm a failure, so no need to listen to that. Monty-chan, you're not a failure. Don't think that. You're not a failure. Who even says that to you? Don't say yourself, because then I will be mad.
As a milk delivery man and support a family of 4 and buy a house. Nowadays, you need a full working family of 4 to afford a house. And you can't even be a milk delivery man anymore. So I'm just curious. Does Iman know what that struggle is like?
After a couple years of dating, my stepdad and my mom moved to London, and we ended up living on the street in his house. But my house was not a home. My house was not a place that I was particularly happy at.
Damn, okay.
And what does it have to do with dating? He started with dating and then he went for his house, and his house is not a happy place? I'm so what? I know what I am and I'm fine with it. Monty-chan, you're not a failure. Can Monty-chan have some Huggies, please? Also, speaking of that, Lina legit saw a comment the other day saying how they hate Gen Z because they're the reason why things went to shit. Yeah, well, of course it's Gen Z's fault. House is house. I'm so
Okay.
confused.
That does sound tough. You know, granted. Where'd you go to school?
I call my stepdad my dad because I guess he's the only dad I've ever had. So he put me into private school.
All right.
Oh, well, congratulations. That's cool.
Not really giving off working class vibes. But you know what? It's only private school. It's not like it was boarding school. Can't be that expensive.
I went to a place called South Bank International School, which as far as I know is the most expensive non-boarding private school in the world.
Guys, I'm starting.
What does it mean, non-boarding private school? Hello, Chad. I already told the news, Chad, that you're cooking now. Even though things started going to shit when most of us were like 10 years old, or not even on the freaking planet then.
Starting to think he's not like us.
I grew up in
Thank you,
Chelsea,
Essie
SW7, in a house that had been bought.
Oh, we're making shit up now? Huh? Schools future presidents go to. That sounds a very elite school. That sounds a very elite school.
20 years prior, never renovated.
If you're not familiar with SW7, SW7 is a postcode district that represents South Kensington and Chelsea. But that's not the important detail here. The important detail here is that SW7 consistently ranks within the top 10 richest postcode districts in the United Kingdom.
Well, if that is a Mr. Poshy Posh. Mr. Poshy Posh. I like that. I have to keep that in mind. It sounds so cute and stupid. Like, imagine saying that my relationship is not good and I don't gotta mention like the worst. It's not how it works. Huh? I still don't get it. I'm so super pro that probably.
Out of 2,979 other postcode districts. So not only is Iman Godzi part of the 1% of the United Kingdom, he is actually quite literally raised as damn close to part of the 0.01%. And you're calling us entitled? Motherfucker, you were born so rich that...
Ray is raging. Non-boarding school is a school where students attend classes during the day, but do not reside on campus, unlike a boarding school where students live and study. Ah, okay. Thank you.
You probably haven't. This is the same as someone who was born and raised in the Hamptons complaining that nobody wants to work anymore while driving her dad's G-Wagon. Ugh, I asked for almond milk, not soy. It's like...
Born with a silver spoon in his ass? No, it's a golden spoon. It's a big golden spoon shining out of his ass.
Nobody wants to work these days. Miss, this is my second job.
First principle you need to learn if you want to be a millionaire in your teens or your early 20s
is to abuse people.
That in order to be a king, you must first be a pawn. You have no option. You learn respect and you learn the pecking order. And I learned from a young age that you respect your elder. And I learned what it was like to work with clients and, quite frankly, for lack of a better word, be their little bitch boy.
In order to become...
He was born with a platinum spoon and gives you advice like that. How do you think about that? Hello, Sarah. Thank you so much. Lovers. Have a good evening. What do you think about people who are being born and raised like that, and then they give you content like this? I mean, there are some good points though with respect. Of course, yeah, that is okay. But with the background, it is okay. Like being a normal being, a normal human being, having respect for others, not even elders, having just basic respect towards others. No matter where they come from, no matter how they look like just be a normal ass human, man. Just be normal. I can't believe these peasants don't want to work anymore. Chiefs passed my fanciest jar so I can sniff my own. Is that a British thing, Para? Is that a British thing? Yeah.
I'm a millionaire. You must lick the boot. The boot is your friend. Praise the boot. Pet the boot. The boot.
Huh? Don't F the boot.
You heard me. I mean, it almost seems...
But layered behind layer after layer of snobbery. He will sell you courses how to be... Of course he will. He will sell you how to get rich or how to be a man.
Satirical for someone like that to tell the rest of us to work harder and respect authority when he is the child of that authority. And look, I'm not doubting Iman Ghazi's success. He's clearly successful enough to maintain a very lavish lifestyle.
Okay. Every time I see a TikTok like this...
You don't want to be like this.
Yeah.
This is disgusting.
Absolutely.
This is awful in every way.
Every
if
time...
I could kill it, I would.
Thank you.
But I legally can't.
Thank you, Markiplier. Thank you, Daniel. Every time I see a TikTok like that with a private jet and stuff like this, I can't believe it. I can't believe it because it is so easy to rent it nowadays for, let's say, $80 per hour. And then you take a lot of footage. Thank you, Louis. Then you take a lot of footage and then you can post it throughout the year. That's what those rich influencers do who are actually not rich, right? So I just can't. I can't stand those type of videos anymore. Those jets are set to... Yeah. It's not even a jet sometimes. It's just a room that looks like a jet. It's not even a room sometimes. It's just... It's not even a whole plane or not even a jet. It's just like a room, a part of something.
I'm doubting what he's successful at. I'm not going to go into detail about how he made his money because there are plenty of videos like this one, and this one that go into much more granular detail than I ever would care to know. But here's a quick SparkNote summary. He bought bots to make it look like he had a massive Instagram following, which allowed him to pose as someone far more successful than they actually were in order to dupe hundreds of thousands of young...
He bought bots. Let's go. Yeah, well, screw that guy. He bought bots, of course he did.
Impressionable Gen Z kids into buying his course and worshiping him. And when he had the trust and money of all of these kids, he then launched a crypto NFT pump and dump in order to squeeze even more.
And then launched a crypto. Hello, Kippy. Hello. Thank you for the raid. Did you survive Jump King? How was it? Let me check. No, when you're here, we're gonna check nobody's dahlias, dude. Next new dahlia has relieved itself. Oh, it looks so nice. Look. How was Jump King, Kippy? Look at the dahlias from nobody. Isn't it nice? Raid scared me. Stop pissing. Thank you, nobody. They look gorgeous. Look at that. The one on the bottom looks a little bit like the one that I have. We maybe should check what kind of varieties you have. But yeah, Kippy, thank you for the raid, everybody. Hello, I'm Lina. Probably know me already. We are watching a video about a Gen Z pygmy virus. And so far, we are not very pleased about the people we're looking at. The flowers look wonderful. Those dahlias already make me happy. And yes, once I got home, I thought the same thing. Looks very similar. Yeah! I'm so happy that you got them and that they make you happy. Because I inspire you to get them. So it brought happiness and that makes me happy. And so my day is good. I finally can sub again. Huh? You don't have to.
More money out of his Gen Z audience. Do you know what I hate about Gen Z? That we're gullible enough to fall for this. And I know where
that is an actual good claim.
you're gonna say, Ray, that's victim blaming. First of all, yes.
Kinda.
Yes, it is. Didn't every single story growing up teach us to avoid people like this? Coercing little kids seems to exist in a dark environment, has a broom in the back.
It's a witch! It's a witch!
And second off, I don't like his victims because they go on to make their own podcasts and share their own horrible, terrible takes on their own generation.
This generation mentally, they're quite weak. The amount of like...
They just copy him. Oh no. They just copy him. They keep the cycle. They keep the cycle, my guys. That's horrible. Maybe not us, but most people are gullible to fall for it. Like you mentioned, kids or people listening to us actually doing it. Same with Fate. Yeah. They just copy and mimic because that's how they think they will get the money, how they are taught, right? And then they keep the cycle. Oh no. So, let me be a pygmy. Let's break the cycle. I will be a pygmy for breaking the cycle. Because I hate that. A pygmy. Not the animal. I'm not a pig. I will be your pygmy for breaking the cycle. And I don't give a shit. If someone would call me pygmy because of that, man, you have other problems. I'm so sorry.
Mental strength people have is quite low. Our parents and stuff, like they had a lot of
my cell phone outside. Lina has been speaking to the mosquitoes. Are we allowed to pick Lina? If I can be a passenger princess. And we go eating ice cream. And then I want to go home again.
to get through. I feel like now a lot of people are just like being cushioned at home.
Yeah, you have these kids that just have like really...
Dude! Okay, I will be mean. He said you have these kids, right? I'm sorry to say, but he still looks like a kid as well. He looks very young. But then saying that you just have these kids. Enjoy your prayer, Kippy. He looks under 18. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. And I said it will be mean to say that, right? I give it that. But even though he's blurred, he looks very young. And then saying those kids, like, which kids? Your brother? Who's a year younger?
Just have like really spoiled and they have no backbone. They don't have any like sense of doing things for themselves.
Okay.
I must say, good sir, I find that the present generation, rather regrettably, appears to be somewhat deficient in fortitude of mind.
Right, dude.
Can we pause for a second? Cool.
Not gonna lie, all three of them looked like they were spoiled ones. I didn't want to say it. Thank you, Para, that you're so blunt, man, lubbers. But I know that doesn't fit you since you're definitely not small. No, I'm not small.
Mom? Yeah, the microphone you got me? It's too close to my face.
He didn't. Oh, God, he did. Sorry. I should not. It is mean. I acknowledge that this is mean, but man, it's funny too.
Yeah, can you come and like move it? This really just seems like another one of those situations where someone in clearly a loftier socioeconomic class talks down on the rest of us brokies. What working class high schooler wears a quarter zip and has their own podcast equipment? Forget being fed from a silver spoon. This guy was fed from a golden ladle.
Joe Rogan did make this quote. He kind of made it very popular. It's like hard times, great hard men, hard men.
Yeah.
Yeah, hard men. And then? And then? What? Hard men. What is it? Tell me. Then this is the moment when they shut up. Yeah. My guy, if you want to say something like that, you should prepare. I feel so bonita. I'm so happy, Kai. Good job. Hard man and bonita. They just laugh because of the hard man. Yeah, hard man what? Tell me. Hard man what exactly? Please. If you have a take like that, you should be, okay, take it with a grain of salt. If you have a take like that, be a man and finish it properly and seriously. I feel like a new man. I'm proud of you, Kai. Good job. I'm being lazy for my haircuts in 3 years. You're better than me. I'm so proud of you. You should definitely say, especially to Lina. Forget the golden ladle. The kid was fed from the golden.
This guy was fed from a golden ladle.
Joe Rogan did make this quote. He kind of made it very popular. It's like hard times, great hard men, hard men.
Yeah.
Hard men.
And then hard man. And then he just dies of cringe because he thinks of a boner probably. And then he's like, hee hee pee pee. Oh, God. I'm sorry. I know it sounds mean. I know. And I'm always preaching against being like that. But man, I can't hold it. Thank you, Ray.
I'm not even gonna lie here. I put these clips in because I think these guys are unironically hilarious. And I know that they're like maybe 16 and just trying to get into podcasting.
He also thinks that they're very young.
The conversations that they have make it seem like they're just meat sacks gaining consciousness for the first time.
Explode, dude. I'm about to explode. Thank you, Salty. If you're going back to talk down to kids who are barely older, then they don't crumble. Jokes like hard man. I was letting my hair grow out, but it was working for my car, and the whole thing kept falling my face. Fair, very fair. And that's why I braid my hair. Saying hard times create strong man creates good times. Good times create weak man, and weak men create hard times. Describe a cyclical view of history and human development. Wait, that is the actual saying, Zaku. Get this man some nails to hammer on his point. Really? Then he even fucking quoted it wrong.
spoon. This guy was fed from a golden ladle.
Joe Rogan didn't make this quote. He kind of made
He even quoted Joe Rogan wrong then, didn't he?
it very popular. It's like hard times, great hard men,
Yeah.
hard men.
And then he just stopped already. No, maybe a little bit, but
I'm not even gonna lie here. I put these clips
Oh,
in
God.
because I think these guys are unironically
Jesus
hilarious.
Christ.
And
the thing is, and we have to be serious about that, there are people who believe it. Hey, penis. The problem is that there are other people or other young people even who believe that, and that is it makes me sick.
I know that they're like maybe 16 and just trying to get into podcasting, but the conversations that they have make it seem like they're just meat sacks gaining consciousness for the first time.
What a
There's a place where you
Uh-oh.
can go. There's so much value and free stuff for free.
Uh-huh.
And that's called the library. So much knowledge and
My guy, have you heard of the internet?
so much information.
We have so much like access. Our phone.
Uh-huh.
This
Yeah.
is like one of the most sophisticated pieces of technology.
Uh-huh.
15 years ago, we've been the pinnacle of technology.
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
And it still has such
Epilepsy. Okay, epilepsy warning. Maybe do not look on the screen. I'm not sure what will happen, but you have been warned. Maybe just don't look at the screen. Just listen. And they discovered a phone.
like,
Good job.
value. Like I could learn basically anything on this one tiny object.
These are the
Mhm.
exact
I could not even tell you how many people I already heard that say, well, Lina, I don't really use internet, so yeah, library very I mean, library is also good, but you also have the internet now. I can't even say they can't even say the words they try to use.
same conversations that I mean, someone would have on psychedelics. Clothes, dude? Crazy. If you really think about it, it's like if I had fur, but I could take it off. The value that you can get from a doorknob? Wild, bro. It's like a portal to another dimension. Do we ever really find ourselves? Or do we just constantly misplace ourselves? Whoa. And let me just repeat for the YouTube
Okay, epilepsy is over. I could learn anything with this thing. Then why are you not doing it?
algorithm. I do not condone drug use. So don't ask me how I know all of that.
That's me after
I do,
taking
however,
Tramadol.
want what they're on. But these guys are just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to this new wave of Gen Z pick-me's. And the one thing that I do agree with our critics on is that social media is the single most catastrophic thing to happen to our generation.
What I'm about to go over in this video is the downfall of my
I wouldn't say, so this is the thing I hear a lot of people say. I wouldn't say downfall. The problem is that people don't know how to use it properly. It can be a great place, but you have to make it a great place. It's not bad intentionally. Like you can just wake up, scroll 5 minutes, just watch at cat pictures, then you're happy and you go do your day. I also know people that wake up specifically at 5 a.m. to scroll 2 hours, to doom scroll 2 hours through TikTok and watch the most horrendous things. It's a great tool if you know how to use it. I mean, it did that, Para, but it did that because they just don't know how to use it or have very bad morals. Been proven it's a psyop. Chinese TikTok is curated to show talented people. West one is harmful challenges and range bait. I'm kind of like, wait, isn't the Chinese TikTok is called Red something, right? Something with red in the name. I kind of wanted to check it out, but I didn't have the time yet because I'm so a lot of Americans went to that page. Red Note, thank you. A lot of Americans went to Red Note when the announcement came that TikTok will be banned, and then they discovered that, like, for example, Chinese people are just normal people and not like the government, for example, told them, or like how they heard about Chinese people being. They just saw the raw people being super cool, showing their things, being humble. That was an interesting experience for a lot of people. I wish TikTok stayed banned. Fair. I can't even blame people who hate social media because of what it did. There's nothing inherently wrong with social media or the internet. Some people are the problem. It's like, it's always how you use it, right? And you should, if you use it wrong, it can be catastrophical for yourself and other people sometimes.
My generation. And it's not going to be what you think. It's not going to be social media addiction, phone addiction.
Okay, whoa. Me, I guess I'm wrong. Do enlighten us, please.
It's the fact that 88% of young adults struggle with financial planning. This is mind-blowing to me. Coming from someone that is budgeted, I mean, since I was 13 years old, this was just something in the cards. This was something that I've always done.
So this is one of those situations that I both agree with him and I don't agree with him. On one side of the coin, I do believe that financial planning should be taught to kids at a very young age. Because
that is fair, because I don't think that is done in school, actually, or even by parents sometimes. I don't think you actually can unless you have a Chinese citizenship. Oh, I didn't know that. Any tool can be used as a weapon. Good point. School didn't teach it. It's done in certain schools. Yeah, but it should be mandatory then, I think. Like something like how to use social media to not fuck up yourself, basically, should be taught in schools. But I will not go too deep in that rabbit hole. And also like how to, like, what kind of finance situations are coming up when you're like out of school, when you get a job, when you want to live on your own, because people don't know that. They learn that cold turkey. I'm still baffled that I have not learned to do taxes and stuff in school. Yeah. I mean, I did a little bit because we had a teacher who wanted to break the cycle. He was actually teaching us how to do that. But it was like when humans around the age of 14. So the actual moment when they had to pay the taxes is still too far behind that a lot of them just forgot about it. School should supplement education from parents and replace it. Yeah, that is also a big thing. But parents nowadays just push it onto the school, Louis. I hear a lot that parents just push what they are responsible for. They push it onto the school. And the school doesn't do it. They should work together in that regard, I think. It's like it can be a both kind of thing, that each of them support each other to get the most benefit out of it. The most we learned for future life was how to write your CV. Man, I can't even tell you how many hours we wasted on that shit. I mean, hell, schools never actually teach useful skills. The mitochondria. School used to teach lots of things like cooking, fixing things, and how to job market works. Not anymore. I was very lucky. I was in one school long time ago where we had like a woodcraft workshop where you learned what you could make out of wood and how to use those little like crafting machines and stuff. Like that was cool. That was really nice. But I think those classes were one of the last ones that had it, and then they just did not do that anymore.
Because it is critical for us to start investing early so that, you know, we don't have to work until we're unalived. On the other side of the coin, though, there's not really a point to financial planning when rent, groceries, and our car payment is the plan. That's like telling someone who lives in a town with one street to use Google Maps to try to get to the closest coffee shop. Hey Siri, can you give me directions to Starbucks?
In half a mile, your destination will be on the right. Just like yesterday. And the day before. You f***ing idiot.
But like, I do understand what he's saying. And if you ever do have any questions about financial planning, you should check out these resources. Don't worry, this is not a sponsor. So at least I agree with his sentiment. Unlike this next guy.
This generation is the mental weakest generation we've ever had on the planet. This is the worst generation we've ever had in mental fortitude. If
what? Why?
you want to stand out and you want to be different from everything else that's happening in the world, choose to be mentally strong. And how you create mental strength is you choose it. So
I will not say anything to that.
Hey, do you have ADHD? Do you have trouble functioning day to day, but you can't get medication because you lost your job and now you can't afford the payments? Have you ever tried not doing that? This is like the quintessential charlatan guru advice, where they tell their students a bunch of useless platitudes that sound nice, but when actually asked to give clear, actionable advice, suddenly they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. And it's like even their platitudes are wrong 50% of the time, every time. I don't think this is the mentally weakest generation.
Totally being mentally strong will get me able to afford a house. Yep.
Just like how I
don't forget, we should sit and pray, Para, then you can have your house.
don't think millennials were the mentally weakest
we
generation
have to sit and
when
pray.
Everyone was clowning on them. Every generation has mentally strong and mentally weak people. It's just that as a generation that grew up in the midst of social media, the best and worst of us have been magnified to an insane degree, while the ones in the middle who don't really feel like airing out our concerns as much are just catching strays. And like I said before, we face very different challenges and circumstances from generations past. Gen Z is simultaneously the most connected and the most alone generation, where social media is a core feature of our lives, but has warped our perception of reality and made us lonelier for it. Gen Z was raised in a world where we were told if you get good grades, go to a good college, get a job, you can have a safe, secure middle-class lifestyle. And then we graduated into a world where the middle class is being actively gutted from the inside out. Gen Z is the most aware about mental health issues. And instead of stigmatizing those issues like other generations, we take an active approach to healing and therapy and are outspoken about these issues. But when we do, we're called mentally weak and ostracized by other generations for it.
Okay, well, take acknowledging that you maybe have, let's say, mental struggles and going to therapy is a Giga Chad move. Cancel me. Hot take, dude.
For it. It's almost as if we're just trying to live our lives while being slowly crushed by a giant hydraulic press. You're so mentally weak.
No.
Why can't you just man up and take it?
Don't
Sir,
get crushed.
My nuts are literally being crushed right now. And again,
Private, can you relate to that? I'm told all the time when you therapy still don't go. Why not at least trying it, Private? There's no shame on it. It's a sign of strength, not weakness. Yeah, because like dealing with your own demons, I know how hard that is. I have respect of that for that.
I would argue that Gen Z is not mentally weak. We live in the toughest financial climate since the 1970s.
I have, like I said, I have a documentary I want to watch about it, but I will do that offline. It was very, very interesting. You'll like your demons. Are you talking to them?
We're strapped with student loan debt. We're stuck with stagnant wages, parents who need therapy but refuse to get it, and mostly dead coral reefs. Finding Nemo,
not
more
happening
like
anymore.
Finding Nemo's corpse. And yet, despite all of that,
What
we are
do me
still
say?
able to find happiness.
Yeah, but the problem is that I block out memories I don't want to remember. So when I go to therapy, I'm like, I understand that, Private. I also understand the struggle to tackle those memories, and it's not easy. And I also I have full understatement that you don't want to deal with that right now. Then that is okay too. My sleep paralysis demon really wants me, but man, she's not my type. Just know 60+% of therapy is the client putting in time, effort, desire to make change. The therapist just there to assist. I mean, yeah, but some people just need a little push. And if your therapist isn't working or you do not vibe with them, that is also okay to switch. There's never a shame to say, hey, I don't feel fully comfortable. Can you maybe recommend me someone else?
I'm here to inform
Absolutely.
you that there are some ads coming up soon.
And if a therapist is upset about that, you should run. Because a professional therapist will never be upset about it. Therapy is pricey. I'd rather spend my money here. SCP, I'm not a therapist now!
We're able to find success. We're able to get through day by day and do our best to find our place in a world that is...
I've been 2 years to therapy. Not saying it's bad, but it just isn't the process you have to be active in. But just going isn't the process you have to be. Yeah, that is the thing. Like, if you want to go to therapy, you also kind of, let's say, also want the change and like have the desire to work on it for at least 1%, right? No therapist here, Lina, best therapy. Ha! I'm not a therapy. It takes work, like everything in life. If you want something better, everything takes work, right? Nothing is for free. Nothing is granted if you're not born with a freaking golden spoon in your butt.
Wildly different than the one we were promised as kids. And I wish
private.
that
You will
more
get
people
hugs
in
from
my
us then.
generation took
Private, you will get hugs from us, so you have something to lean into.
pride in that. Instead of putting out content like this.
My generation is about 40% of college athletes have transferred this year. Almost half of college students are depressed, and over 90% of Gen Z have reported to be stressed and burnt out. All
And why? Why do you think is that, my guy?
of this is because of one thing.
Okay.
Accountability. None of these kids have any sort of accountability. Oh, I'm depressed. It must be a chemical imbalance. Oh, I'm not getting paid enough. It must be my employer.
Oh my god. I want to burn a city or something like that. In Minecraft, Twitch, in Minecraft. The after dark music. Oh, yeah. Why spend money on therapists if cute anime girl VTubers can help me? So close. We're so close. Huh?
A sweet soul supported me on Ko-fi.
Yeah.
Almost forgot to pay my therapy taxes to Miss Lina the therapist. Got to give a good rating on Yelp too in a bit.
You are insane. You are insane. Okay. My guys, seriously. I'm not a therapist. The only thing I do is create a space where you just feel relaxed and can rest from all the chaos in the world, where you can be yourself as long as you're respectful and polite. We don't forget the rules. And I encourage you to go after your hobbies that you have, to play games together, to play D&D together, like with Dyron, because I think that would really, really help him. Not like that you have to play, but in terms of that he has something cool, for example. It's a really good example. I am here to create that space for you. I would not call this therapy. I would just call it a safe space where you can just be yourself without being judged. And I think that already is very valuable. Is that the right word? Yeah, right? Group therapy. Dude. That's much better than a therapist. Most therapists would usually say sometimes some things wrong with you instead of saying wholesome things like this. Being myself, good one, never happening. Private, someday we will see your face out of your tower. Someday. But yeah, this is what I'm not a therapist. I'm just creating a space where we can relax from all the chaos. Okay? We will not mix that up.
Oh, pulling out statistics.
No, it will happen earlier, Private. It will happen earlier.
Cool. Two can play at that game. 75% of Gen Z workers hold accountability as one of the top priorities when joining any organization. 92% of Gen Z kids will join CSRs, otherwise known as corporate social responsibility programs, when available. We are literally the generation that pioneered cancel culture. You cannot complain that us holding people responsible for their actions is our most annoying trait, and then turn around and say that we lack any accountability. That don't make no sense. And to add to that,
I didn't listen. Did you say something, Miss Therapy Dragon?
Since when I'm a miss now? No, Private, don't bet.
accountability is something that grows with
Then ma'am. No, not ma'am. It sounds even older.
self-awareness. And self-awareness is developed as you get older. Clearly, our frontal lobes are just getting developed. Like,
not even with 16, they're not even existing, man. Your frontal lobe is developing with 25. My lady, no, that sounds like 1500s again, and I don't like that time period, madam. Where's my red apple? Speaking of therapy, did you spare the therapy guy in GTA or shot him? I think I spared him. I just walked out, no? I think I just walked out, though. Or did I shot him? I don't remember anymore.
give us some room to grow. Jesus. We're just growing up and figuring things out, just like the rest of you did. And it's not like we're not taking accountability for huge ass mistakes. Like texting all my friends and family the military's top secret war plans.
Huh? Okay.
So I just got to this part of the script and I realized I did not put any transition to get to the next clip.
That's okay.
So here's the next clip without context.
Thank you, Ray.
In this nonchalant ass generation, because if I could tell you that I loved you right now, I probably would. What do you mean I have to wait 30 minutes to reply to a text? What do you mean I have to act like I don't like you so that you like me and then something happens? Why do we have to act like we don't like people?
Hey, Doc. Huh? It hurts when I do this.
Para, no.
Interesting.
Oh, I felt that in my neck.
Have you tried not doing that?
What's going on? Why do we all have to pretend like we don't like each other? I'm so...
Yeah, you don't have to. Just don't do it. Break the cycle, girl.
full of love, like I need to tell everybody that I love them. Why
then
do
do
we
it.
so nonchalant?
Girl, if you're with someone that only responds when you play games, that person ain't for you. That person's for the streets. And it goes back to this central theme of this not being a Gen Z issue. This is just a young person issue. The high school bully trope where they're part of the quote unquote cool kids and they don't care about anything. Yeah, that's been played back for generations at this point. And on top of that, I don't even think it's true. It is fucking cool to care. When Timothée Chalamet won the SAG Awards, my reaction to his speech was, yes, yes.
I don't know who that is. I'm sorry.
That was my reaction to his speech in Dune 2. But his SAG speech was a close second. So yeah, being chalant and actually caring is back in style, baby. And some would say
it never went out of fashion. Yeah, I wanted to say it never went out of fashion. What the hell are we even talking about? Everybody wants to be cared of or like being acknowledged and having like a nice message once in a while here and there. Knees popping like shotgun. God.
Thought Timo's speech was baller because at the end of the day, we do care. We care a lot about caring, about ethics, about our place in a radically changing world. Even the people that I've mentioned here today care. They care enough about this generation to release a video telling us that we don't care enough. And we care enough to make a video back. So that's all to say, Gen Z does have a lot of problems. And I think perhaps more than any other generation, we are fully aware of them and we're working on them. Just allow us some grace. I mean, the youngest of us are still in middle school, and the oldest of us just got hit with the double whammy of COVID than Trump's session. And to the content creators who are shitting on their own generation for attention,
I do not understand why people just shit on other people.
come on, guys. We already got shit on by every other generation. We really don't need y'all's opinion on this. We hate ourselves enough. And one more thing.
What?
At least we're not Gen Alpha. Anyways, if
Ray, no, we break the cycle. We do not shit on generations. No.
you made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. You should all treat yourself to some extra
No.
caffeine
No. Thank you, Zoldy. No. We will not say true. No, we do not shit on generations. Shut up. No. We do not do that. That was a very, very interesting video. Nice pop. Was it good?
And I will see you in the next one.
Okay. So what do you think of the video? I think we had some really, really nice talking points. I think we really had some nice talking points. I learned a lot. I'm still a bit confused, which is okay. Metro shaming 4 gens in one sentence. Typical. It's too relatable. But I think, like what I said with the safe space, I think we really should do this positivity channel that I mentioned a couple days ago. That we have a channel where you just write down, hey, I wanted to do stretches today and I did 15 minutes and I'm proud of myself. And then people will be proud of you. And we will just create a spiral of positivity. So you get maybe out of some ruts because you think you're alone, right? Which is not true. Many problems other people share with you. So I think that would be like a really cute thing. Huh? We really should do that. Metra, can you remind me to open the channel once I'm done streaming today?